So I thought we'd just do a quick follow-up video because a lot of you were asking how do the baskets look when they turn out. Well, the ones that we made were just the same as these in the video on there, and we are now about, I suppose, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks on, 4 weeks perhaps, onto there. And these baskets are just about, I'd say about 30-40% in flower. They're just coming through. There's that scafola, that's beautiful. The trailing petunias are just about to start flowering. You can see the buds on there. The trailing geraniums, that's these ones with the waxy leaves. They've got the buds coming. So there's plenty to come. A million bells or Calibrocoa, look, they're just starting with a flower. This one in particular is, I think it's called Red Improved. It's an absolutely fabulous basket plant. It just goes on and on and on. The Biden's there and the verbena going on. And this actually is quite a good way to show you that we talk about semi-trailing plants. That's these ones we've got in the side, like the scafola here. And they sort of, this, can you just sort of see this? They sort of loop down and then loop up, and they take up the sides, and with the plants that are coming down off at the top, they sort of fill out the baskets. And the verbena's the same. Can you see the growth? Down and then up, so they sort of trail. The weight of them brings them down, and then the growth wants to reach up for the light, so they sort of fill up the sides of the baskets. The Nemesi is the same, can you see? Down and then up. They're beautiful, aren't they? So, ooh, there's something we can deadhead. When you do deadhead your petunias, if you can, take off the actual seed head as well. So save the plant using the energy of making seeds when it could be making more flowers for you. I'll just take you on a little tour of some of these baskets then, because I'd like to have a look at them. We can deadhead a few as we go, couldn't we? There we are. Most of them were sold, to be honest with you. This is that lobelia. I think this one's called Hot Tiger. It's a lot different to the normal sort of cheap seed-grown lobelia you get. This one will flower on sort of more bushy growth and keep up this appearance. Look, it's beautiful. Really lovely. Oops. So these are just the 14-inch baskets, and they'll end up you know, with plenty of water and a nice bed, not thrashing around in a windy spot somewhere. If you've got somewhere to hang your basket and it is a bit breezy, what I do is tie my basket in with an extra hook to the wall, sort of stop it spinning around and flapping and flashing all around, because that wouldn't do any good. So that might be an extra little tip for you. But hopefully you can see the sort of shape we were talking about, this sort of dome shape as the baskets are growing up, and that's the mix of the upright plants. In the middle we use that upright fuchsia, which is just coming through there with this beautiful, look at the foliage, beautiful. And then there's upright geraniums that are here. And we sort of build that outwards from the centre, and then with trailing plants on the edge, and then the semi-trailing plants up the side there coming up to sort of fill up the whole basket. And that's the look. You don't want to be seeing the moss basket, and it won't on these. You'll just be seeing a whole load of plants. There's a blue version of that scafola, look, isn't it stunning? Really unusual. It's like a half a flower. And there's another one of those lobelias, waterfall types. So the fuchsias are coming. So there's lots and lots still to flower in there. I say it's probably about 30% in flower at the moment, maybe not even that. Nice mix of verbena. And we don't use on these baskets any insecticides or any residual insecticides. At least if we get any aphids on or anything, we'll probably try and rub them off with our fingers, or use an organic pesticide, a contact one that's based on sort of sunflower oil or something on there. And there's also no growth hormone on the plants that we grow on the nursery. which is common practice in industry, to hold back things and make them squat and look good for retail, but I don't like the thought of that. I don't know about you. These are some of the bigger baskets. These are a 16-inch one. Kind of hard to tell the difference, but there are extra plants in these. That's a small one. Where are we? Yeah, these are the bigger ones. There's not much in it at the minute, but these end up, the pictures you see, perhaps you saw the picture that me stood next to the basket, so I'm going to put some of those on the end of this as well. I have a 16-inch basket at my house, and those are the ones moved down there. But in all honesty, if you look after and feed a 14-inch basket, it could just be just as big. So they're big and blousy and colourful, and they make a statement at the front of the house, but really I think they're worth the effort, and especially if you can get his verbena. Look, the flowers are finished on that. So we're just going to use your thumb, pinch those off, those seed heads. Don't need them. There's a Zephania that's finished, one or two. Just pinch those off. It's quite therapeutic if you have just one or two baskets to just nip out every other day perhaps, or once a week, and just, you know, pinch off the dead heads, keep them looking very nice. Always an early fuchsia. We use a fuchsia that's called, I think I said in the first video, the Buds of May series, and that's because they're an early flower. I mean, this is, what's the name of it? Goodness me, the name escapes me. It's beautiful, although absolutely stunning. There's that pink scavola again. Oh. Absolutely stunning. Well, I hope that's useful. I will now follow this with a bunch of photographs of me stood next to baskets over the years, we must be going back about 10-15 years I suppose, but just so you can see. But I thought that hopefully be useful to answer your questions about how do the baskets look now, how do they look when they turn out. Okay, so it's now, oh, I should point out it's the middle of June. Well, it's the 9th of June, so we're just a few weeks on from when we made it. Okay, thanks for watching.